Where's my damn phone, man? All right, all right, all right. Good morning, everybody. To Coffee with the King. We will be talking about the game in his comments. Was it simping? Was it not simping? We'll have an open panel. So I'm gonna play a song for you guys and give you guys a second to get in and check in. I told you stop. Salute to Unique. Salute to AV. Salute to Carlos. Let me play this for you real quick. Then I'm gonna play y'all a song, as you know. Let's get into this. Welcome. I said stop. Golly, get your ass out. Shit. Let me play a nice song for you guys real quick. I'll put the link up in a few minutes. There's some relaxing tunes going on. It's gonna be a chill time today. All right, let me get this intro going. Y'all check in. Let me do it like this. Oh, shit. How y'all doing this morning? Let me know. Hold on, guys. I said stop. up? What up? Let me go to the top. Say good morning to everybody real quick. What's up? What's up? How y'all like that new intro? How y'all like the new intro, y'all? Was it Hub? Did he get y'all? Did he get y'all in the mood for some extra level game or what? Let me know. Let me know. We keeping that one or what? Let me know, man. We keeping that one? We keeping it? Do we need a rotation or we keeping that? Let me know. Y'all like it? Y'all like that? Misha, you missed my new little intro, man. You missed my fire intro. That's what happens when you come 5 minutes late. All right, man. I told you. So, good morning, everybody. Shout out to Unique. Shout out to Alpha Villain, CJ, Tisha, Deluxe, Black Jack. He said, new beat on the intro is hard. Thank you, baby. Viking, what's up? Viking coming up today, True Color. Misha, Joe Blast, G, what up? Keep that. All right. What's up, y'all? So we're gonna talk about the game and his stuff. So you know what? Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I'm gonna pull this up so I can read it for reals. I don't even want to mess up what he said. The game, Twitter. Well, yeah, 7:55. Damn, I can't even find it now. So basically, man, my brother said that your women don't have to work. They don't have to do nothing. All they got to do is show up and be the woman. Where's my phone go? Show up and be the woman. Oh, there we go. My bad. Show up, and the woman. Thank you, brother. I showed this on Saturday. Just show up, and that's all you got to do. So I want to hear what the players got to say. So we had 10 minutes. I said at 10 minutes, we was going to open up the StreamYard. So that's what we'll do. Share. Oops. Not share screen. Duh. Oh, tripping. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little tired. Okay, here we go. Thank you for the Cash App, Unique. Appreciate you always, brother. Let me get this link for you guys to. All right, there we go. All right. So I don't need to talk about it. I want us to talk about it. I want to talk about it with you guys. You can see your badge. Let me see. No, you don't. Oh, you don't have to cam up, bro. Hey, y'all don't have to cam up if you don't want to. You don't have to cam up. No, you don't have to cam up. You just come up. And get the likes up, though. Make sure y'all get the likes up at least. But no, y'all don't have to cam up. And if you want to play games, I'm booting you. You already know. You know what? I want to Let's try to do no cussing today. I want to get. Have I cussed yet? I don't think I have. So since I haven't used no profanity, let's try. Let me try to get a green one today. Let me try to get a green. Let me try to get a green thing going on. Unique, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Alfie, how you doing?
Good, good. I'm chilling. How are you?
Yeah, I'm chilling as well. I got a week off actually, so yeah, I'm on my sofa just chilling.
Oh yeah. So what do you think about what the game says about it's the old fashioned way and guys are weak for making their girls go 50-50 on stuff and you know what I mean? Like what do you think about that? You think that's simping? You think that's what do you think? You do you think do you believe in an ideology where when you get a girlfriend and it's like it's all on you and it's just your responsibility to keep her happy. That's the basically the narrative. He say like, that's my woman. I'm bringing home the groceries. I'm cooking the food. I'm doing all of these things. So what you think about that? Come on, Tisha. Come on, Shannon. Come on, True Savage, Blackjack. Y'all beam up.
Well, Alfie, at the end of the day, it's as individuals, it's our responsibility to be happy. Yes, we can add more happiness to a person's life, but ultimately, it's down to us to make ourselves happy. Now, in regards to the 50-50 thing, if a man should do everything, especially like in today in 2021 going onwards, um, I think it all depends on the couple really, like what kind of communication they've had, because there are couples where the man does everything and the wife is at home, or the girlfriend, woman, whoever it is, she stays at home and she looks after the kids and she looks after the house, that kind of thing. So I think it all depends really, but yeah, I think it depends on the couple really, like what communication they've had, what conversation they've had. So yeah, that's my opinion so far.
Okay, Viking, what you got to say? You looking good, brother. You got the shirt on. You got the
Thank you,
core.
thank you. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you sound good. You looking good. You
All
got the
right.
background on with the outfit. Look, you must plan on showing your girl like, look how hot I was looking on this panel earlier today, baby. Look at that. So my bald
Oh,
head was
she knows. She sees me working behind the scenes all the time, so she sees what I'm up to. But
good.
yeah, we were talking about something about Twitter. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
dealing with
yeah,
my son and
yeah.
whatnot.
So the game, the rapper, he basically made a tweet saying that guys were soft if um they were soft if they made women pay for stuff, basically. And yeah, right. They it's the old fashioned way. You gotta if you his girl, you ain't paying no rent, you ain't paying for no food. You gotta twist it.
Hmm.
Excuse me, okay? I'm sorry, bro. Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know. As
Let me not
my
let me
my
not
take
pay for my food, bro. I'm sorry.
my take on it is that's one of the ways you know that your girl's really into you is if she's investing in you financially, right? So
Mm.
if she's not willing to put anything into your goals, right, then she's not really behind you. She's just kind of you're the backup guy, and she's just like, well, hold it together until I can find a replacement.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that's facts.
that usually seems to be the from what I've seen personally, like both in my past and more recently dealing with red pill knowledge and understanding, like the 4% of game I was missing before, whereas just like, oh, you can't do the equal leadership and all this crap, because then she's just gonna get bored of you, and that's the worst. That's the number one cardinal sin you can do as a man is be boring. I knew this before I was even red pill or anything like that because I've seen it happen to too many guys get zeroed out. Like, I don't understand. I was working my ass off every day. Why'd she leave me? Why'd she take the kids? I didn't do anything.
That's a cold part of the game, man. When women are bored, because it's funny because I think the problem with that is because dudes be thinking that these relationships have equity and they did at one point that's supposed to last forever and shit. Like, and that's why that I can't relate, bro. Like, goddamn, I can't
Oh,
even. I can't
oh,
even.
Robo Offie.
Huh?
Your connection's chopping up. You're going Robo. At least on my end. Maybe that's just me.
Can y'all hear
No,
me?
it's me as well. You're going in and
Nah,
out, Alfie.
Here, when you talk, Blade Jack, what you think?
Um, well, first of all, we talking about a man that has he's in the limelight. So first of all, he's just doing what he has to do for his base, right? The women like the game. I mean, this is an ex stripper. You feel me? He knows how to. This dude used to get money from women, and he's talking about now he's gonna take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a complete 180. Um, but as far as nowadays, man, try to tell a woman she is not. You have women that will let you take care of them, but try to tell a woman that she don't need to be 50-50. She wants to pull her weight. That's just the way society is right now. And I don't see why they don't want to pay half. They got it. They can. I mean, if you feel like you got it and you want to put half, you want to put, but doesn't that get boring after a while? You know what I'm saying? Like my man's just said, boring is the death of a relationship. So if you're paying everything, that means you got to work extra harder. You fall into that boring zone. So you're gonna find some entertainment from somewhere else at some point, even if you paying everything.
That's facts.
So
Deluxe, why don't you come up too, bro? Beautiful animator, you come up. Y'all come up. Deluxe, come up. G, come up. True Savage, what you got to say, bro?
Yo, what's up with you guys, man?
What?
true that. What's up, bro?
Hey, salute.
You said simping. So what you so when your girl want to buy you some ice cream, you tell her no because you a real man? Is that what happens? Is that how it goes? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm a real man. I could pay for
Man,
my ice cream and yours. What is
hell no. My girl, man, or as I should say, my girls, and they get me stuff on a regular. You know, at first, I used to be like kind of like, no, I don't need this. What you doing? What you doing? But after a while, and especially after understanding my own value and what I'm offering to, the women that I deal with, I started seeing like, yo, I deserve this shit, man. I'm putting in time and work. Real talk. But as far as it's to each his own, man. The game feels like that. Shit, that's his prerogative. As far as I can say. But as far as it pertains to me or any other guy, just to give them some advice, man. Accept what these women are offering you, man, because they're offering it to you for a reason, and you got to think of it like this: women, they're not going to do stuff for guys that they don't care about. They're not going to go out their way to make stuff happen.
That's real talk.
That's real talk. Hey, you guys don't have to beam. I mean, excuse me. You guys don't have to cam up. I see my man say he don't have a cam or a mic. You just chilling, bro. You ain't got to have all that. You ain't got to have all that. All you need is a voice. That's all you need. To me, for me, I'm an asshole, right? So I look at it like this. When I hear advice like that, let me zoom in for myself. When I hear advice like that, I look at it like you go ahead and try that and see how that works for you. All right. So if you want to be a gentleman and do all of that and roll out these red carpets, hey, have fun with it. Let me know when you're done, bro. Because that was a double. Y'all didn't see what I did right there. Y'all missed that. Let me know when you're done, because you will be done. And the thing is, you will be done the unique. They're going to think it's something else. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys are in these relationships that are kind of sketchy, and then they break up, and they think the breakup is okay. Let me give you an example. All right, so I'm gonna use this as the most troll videos that I do. How to get over breakups, right? So it's true, right? When you break up, when your girl breaks up with you, all right. When your girl breaks up with you, you have two choices: chase or replace. Those are your only two choices. Now the whole thing is when your girlfriend, like, and I'm telling you guys, if you ever had a girl break up with you, she kind of expects you to be like, why? What did I do? What do I need to change? Correct? We all agree on that, guys?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
so
that's true.
if your girl breaks up with you and you be like, all right, cool, I was ready to be single anyway. Watch what happens after that. She's gonna be like, wait, what? You was ready to be single, huh? It's gonna jack her up. Just try it. If your girl breaks up with you, instead of don't ask her why, don't ask her what you did wrong. Just be like, shit, cool. I was tired of shit anyway. I bet you she'll think about it, right? So what happens is that's not usually what happens. What happens is you do the later what I said. Oh, what did I do? And then you start to text and call, and then you see her interest is at like a 5. And every time that you call her, hey, you want to make up? Hey, let's talk. It goes down and down and down. See, you was here. You was here. This is 5 isn't good, but 5 is still you can get to a 6, but then you go into a 4 because you keep pressing it. So the point what I'm making is attraction gets lost. So when you're doing these things, it seems like it's the right thing, but her attraction for you is going down because she's kind of looking at it like, why do you value me so much? I haven't did anything. If you just met me, why do I get to meet your parents after 3 weeks? You think, see, men gotta realize, JB, that men and women don't think the same. You're thinking of this, I'm showing her I'm family oriented and that I want to introduce her to my family to show her that she's special and significant because I've never met a woman. I've never brought home a woman before. Like it sounds like a good idea, don't it? What happens when you do that though? What happens when you do that?
She starts thinking like you,
No.
you thirsty. She thinks you're thirsty
Right?
all of a sudden.
She,
And the
yeah,
thing is,
she's gonna she's gonna start looking at him like, dude, like really, you supposed to it's supposed to be the other way around. She's supposed to be doing that for him.
Or
Yeah.
I never would introduce anybody to my parents this soon.
we lit this morning. Let's
That
go.
part. That part.
Introduced after 3 weeks. My goodness.
Yeah.
But you know what? The thing I can't stand it when look, breakups happen and not many people like breakups and divorces, whatever. But I can't stand it when a guy starts to cry. I know we all got feelings. We're human beings. I understand that, yeah. But it's when they start crying and when they start saying, "I can't live without you. I can't breathe without you. I can't eat without you. I can't sleep without you." It's like, come on, dude. You know. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. If you're going to be upset, yeah, do it in private. Because like I said, we can't look. We're not machines. We've got hearts. We're human beings, but there needs to be a way to cope with it and to have a snotty nose, to have tears rolling down your eyes, and saying I can't live or breathe without you. To me, that's too far fetched for me. But I might be wrong. Maybe any of you guys might have a different opinion.
All right. Well, let's get the war report. Let me get the war report in, and then I'm gonna get you, beautiful. Then I'm gonna get Tisha. I'm gonna get you just how y'all lined up under my screen. So I don't know if you heard, but we're talking about the game. Oh, basically, you're the perfect person because you married, so you can really drop some game. So the game basically saying like, oh, if that's your woman, she ain't supposed to want for nothing. She ain't supposed to need for nothing. You supposed to take care of everything. What you got to say, bro? What happens when you do that?
Yeah, what happened?
King, don't they?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, you good. Don't they treat you like a king when you do that?
Hey, salute to all the boss players in the chat. You see what I'm saying? First and foremost, when I met my wife, I was doing the exact same thing that Game was talking about. You see what I'm saying? She didn't have to work. I was going to school, working 2 jobs. You see what I'm saying? I was footing the bill, paying everything. But yeah, I'm coming home off of a break trying to get a blowjob. She looking at me like I'm crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm speaking another language. You see what I'm saying? Like, hear me out now. Car note, paid for. Mortgage, paid for. You see what I'm saying? Nails, hair did, all that. You see what I'm saying? But back then I wasn't standing on principles. So what you're doing is setting the precedent. You're incentivizing bad behavior because what did she have to do? She was already getting all her needs at once taken care of. So what do I look like? What do I look like asking for a blowjob? What do I look like?
Ladies.
Beautiful. What you got to say about it? Don't lie either. So you my girlfriend now. I'm a cook. I'm a clean. I'm a rub your feet. I'm a go down on you. I'm a kiss you from head to toe. I'm gonna do all these things. Now what? You gonna treat me like a king now, right?
Well, yeah.
Lies. I need to skip, I need to skip you right.
I want more.
No, she keeping it real. She keeping it real.
Okay, let's hear it. What?
I said, yeah, because. Hold on one second.
Yeah. She said, yeah, guys. What y'all, is she full of it in the chat? What y'all think? And if y'all think she full of it, y'all beam up and y'all tell her.
It's all good until she gets bored. I mean, it works, but when you're doing the same thing over and over again, it works until she gets bored. And the problem is that the boredom sets in too quick when you're doing the same thing over and over again. You have to switch it up. Cardinal sin as a man, don't be boring.
It also sounded like she said, "I want more."
Yeah. Let me emphasize on that real quick. Let me emphasize on that because guys, hold on, because I'm glad you said that because it actually does work. It just doesn't work forever for long. So because you guys might be in a relationship and say you're like 6 months in, you'd be like, Oppie's full of shit. This shit working like a hell to me. She calling me daddy. She cooking my clothes. She cleaning my nails. She doing all this stuff.
I'm cooking your clothes.
This cat is tripping. Oh yeah, so it works at first. So let me say that it will work at first.
But I also wanted to talk about when what's his name said about the male crying and I can't live without you and all that stuff. That's not gonna work for I would say most females or some I'll say some females because there's been too many times that you had that type of dude who is when you don't take care of your mental state and get therapy when you should be getting therapy, you leave yourself open to do wrong. You know what I'm saying? And those type of dudes are the ones that's going to be, killing the girl because, if I can't have her, no one else can have her, or murder, suicide, or whatever. I mean, that mess has happened here. I was like, I want to say 20 years ago. This dude went into the one of the malls where his ex-girlfriend worked, shot her, and then shot himself.
That's crazy.
Because he couldn't live without her. And so, yeah, I mean, it's not good. I know men don't like to show emotion, but you had to take care of your emotions. You don't close them off. It's unhealthy because it's unhealthy for any person, no matter the gender. If you don't feel like you can talk to a friend and stuff like that and be very open with them and stuff like that, then it's time for therapy or both, but it has to be taken care of.
All right, look, my man War Report, he got something to say, and then War Report, pass it to Tisha for me whenever you're done. I know he got something to say.
Tisha everywhere, man. Hey, let's get Tisha her roses, man. She the hardest working woman in Mo too. She everywhere.
Yo.
Yeah.
You wanted to piggyback on it. What you got to say?
Yeah, okay, and I agree 100% with what she said, because as men, we, me for example, right? I have emotions, but I'm not emotional. I can compartmentalize.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
A lot of men, and it took me a long time to get to this point. I'd be lying if I said that. I'd be at work and somebody cracked slick, and I wouldn't just fly off the handle because in my mind I'm thinking like, man, how dare this peon talk to me like that? But I had to train myself to mentally react and not emotionally respond. You see what I'm saying? So we need to have outlets. Like jujitsu is real big for me. You see what I'm saying? Me going to the range is real big for me. Me lifting weights. I just came back from a PT session. You see what I'm saying? And these are my outlets. I can't come to my wife like, all right, okay, cool. we're talking about my man Unique 79. He's a Brit. He's my man. I'm a real big Anglophile.
Salute.
So my man Unique 79 said that, and I've seen this, I don't even know how many times. I've seen dudes break up and be all hurt in the booty, and I'm sitting there like, bruh, these things happen. I've been there before. But what you're doing right now, you're sulking, you're sitting there texting or writing these love letters, you're looking more and more desperate. There's a better way you can go about this. You see what I'm saying? That I can't, that I'm lost without you shit. You was meant for me, I was meant for you. Son, that's not where it's at. That's not where it's at. So, yeah, go ahead, coach.
Even if you feel like that, you don't tell them that.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Tell your mama or something, bro. Get the shit out. Tell your mama, do all your crying to your mama, and then when you see her, you didn't got it out. Oh yeah, I'm cool, baby. It's all good. It's all play around. You didn't cry it already for 2 days. She don't gotta know that you can cry for your mama for 2 days, but don't tell her. I've been crying for my mom for 2 days. Just do this shit in secret. You know what I'm saying? Tisha, what you got to say?
I'm gonna agree with Beautifully Animated and also the War Report. Good morning, everybody on the panel, by the way.
Hey.
Hey, good morning.
Because I've experienced with the War Report actually said with my ex-husband, he would, do everything because he felt like I'm the provider of the house and so forth. Even though I made my own money as well, he would still feel like I need to make sure all the bills is paid, this, and that, which is very good. But he would fall back in certain other areas. So it's like if you're if you're doing everything and you think that just paying the bills is going to keep her interested and she makes her own money, sure, she'd like that because she sees that gentleman side of you, you know what I mean? But
Right.
there's other areas that you need to pick up on. So with that said,
where you from? You said where you from?
Oh, New York.
New York. You trying to be a cheater?
Don't even start with me anyway. You better stop. And then what Beautifully Animated said, something that some of these guys that want to pay for everything and make sure everything is done, they also want control. So you have to also watch that. Just like she said, it could become an obsession when you tell them, I want to leave and things like that. It's like, oh, I did this for you, I did that for you. So you have to really watch out for that because when I was like, I want to say 18, one of my first boyfriends, he felt that kind of way, even though I would still go 50-50 with things, but he would pay most of it, it feels like, or however he said it. And it felt like he was very possessive, controlling, and all sorts of stuff comes out later. You know what I mean? So you also have to watch that. And with the game's advice, everything is not for every female. So he can't go around doing that for every female because you're going to have some females that's looking at the game like, okay, I'm going to get the bag from him. You understand? So the message, I'm not sure how he conveyed it, but you have to really be invested in the person if you're going to do something like that. Like the guys that would do for me like that, like my ex-husband was invested. We were invested in each other already.
Right.
So it's levels to what he's talking about. You can't just do that for a female you're dating for, let's say, 3 months. That's not going to work. She's going to get all the cash, all the dates from you, everything she can. I've seen some of my guy friends that happened to. The chicks just took them for their money.
And real quick, the gang was on TV crying about the condition of hip hop while we sit up here talking about people who get in their emotions and be flashing. He one of them.
Hey, to reiterate what you were saying, I'm not, the game isn't somebody that I'm going to listen to for advice. This is before the tweets. I didn't look at him as a paragon of masculinity. So in all fairness, what you said was spot on. But Tisha, there was something that you said that really that kind of it struck a chord because I see it all the time. When you said about being possessive, being controlling, the only time I hear women complaining about this is when it comes from a man that they view as being beta or not the Michael B. Jordans of the world or the George Clooney's of the world. When it comes to them, they can be possessive, they can be controlling because of who they are. So in all fairness, like me, for example, the way my marriage is run now, you see what I'm saying? My word is law just because my word keeps everybody in place, keeps everybody safe. That's why the rules are being followed. It doesn't come from an egoic standpoint. It comes
Yeah,
from
I don't consider word report what you just said with you having the final word in the household. I don't consider that possessive at all. That's what I think a man should do. The woman can have her input in it, but the man needs to make the final decision. So
Right.
I agree with you with that 100%.
it's all about Harlem too. You say you're from New York, it's about Uptown though. Uptown, baby.
All right. Well, I'm not from Uptown. I'm not going to disclose that to you,
Hey,
word
you
report.
didn't I was trying to bait you. I was trying to bait
Hey,
you.
nice one though. Nice. I see.
Nah,
But it,
look, Alfie got me 2 game tight. Don't even try it.
I tried it. But first and foremost, I want to thank you, ladies, for because this is intelligent discourse. I can't have conversations like this with too many women because they automatically come at it from a place of resentment, of bitterness, when I'm just trying to have intelligent discourse. So I would like to thank you guys for that.
We
Well,
thank you.
if you're having those problems, it's because you're talking to a closed-minded person. It's
Yeah,
easy to have
Facts.
open
yeah, facts.
You know, I think,
conversation with an open-minded
I
person.
hear you, Note. You need go ahead, bro.
no, I was going to say to Tisha, you know, you made a good point in regards to when you said about a woman can't put her input in, because that's what a woman is there for, to be a companion and a helper to her man. She can give advice. I mean, look, here's just a silly example, but you know, this analogy will make sense. You want to paint a wall, just for example, yeah? And then
Hmm.
I can say to you, you know what, Tisha, I was thinking of painting this wall blue. I'm thinking of that color. What do you think? And then you could say to me, you know what, Unique? Yeah, blue will look good, but you know, it'd be even better if if we done it like with a touch of green with it, and then we can try it out. And then I could say to you, you know what, teacher, that works. We'll go with that, because me personally, I don't want a woman who's not going to contribute or even advise me. I mean, I know that there are guys out there who feel, to me, like they probably feel inferior if a woman like gives her inputs. But I'm thinking, no, that's what she's there for. She's there to help you. She's there to, to give advice. She's your companion. I mean, okay, what? You just want someone who doesn't say anything all day long? I mean, what's the assignment in that? So I agree with you, Tisha. So yes, salute to you.
They
Yeah,
want that
I think a woman should.
coming to America bride. Oof, oof, oof.
Yeah. We not doing that.
See, that,
That's exactly right.
okay.
No, we not doing. I'm not hopping on one foot.
Hey, and I'm glad you mentioned
Hell
that. Right?
no.
I'm glad you ladies mentioned that. And the reason why I say that is because I was stationed in the Middle East for a while. So when I think of boss game, right? Boss game is finesse. You don't gotta do all that gorilla pimping shit. So when I was in Iraq, you couldn't even speak, you couldn't even look at the women. I'm not talking about from a religious standpoint, but I'm talking about culturally. You had to speak to the sheikh. The sheikh would talk to their husband, so on and so forth. You couldn't even speak. Now it comes off as a little bit of what's the name of the word I'm looking for? Help me out here. Not inferiority, but that's insecure.
Domineering.
Yeah. Not really domineering, but insecurity. It's like that type of thing where your girl's getting out, she about to go to the gym. You can't wear that outside. I never been.
Mate guarding.
Yeah, May got it. I never been one of those types of dudes. I never been one of those types of dudes. You see what I'm saying?
But ain't that what pimps do? When a pimp's female is out on the stroll, she can't look in another pimp's mouth, or that pimp has the right to take it.
Yeah, but that's different though.
That's different, bro.
That's totally different. You see what I'm saying? That's so okay, cool. What you're talking about when a pimp is sweating on another, like, okay, cool. If a Jonah's on the stroll, right, and a pimp is sweating her, another peer is not gonna go up to him and say, hey, she on the stroll, let her make her money. Nah, he ain't gonna do that. That's not how it works.
You got something to
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, I could touch on what Animated said before, going back to the guys bottling up, because every time we have like one of these mass violent things, we talk about mental health and all this stuff, right? Well, there's somebody that was going into that black pill mindset for a long time because I was constantly being told, oh, do this, do that, and then you'll be rewarded. This is why guys get this mindset. where they're told if you do X, Y, and Z, then you'll get X, Y, and Z back, right? And then when they're not getting that, and then they're just being told that they're doing it wrong, and then they're told that they need to express their emotions more. So you get these guys that are more into their feelings. They have a scarcity mindset, and so now they're going to lose the one thing that they have now invested all their feelings into. And it's completely one-sided. So this is where you get these guys that get a bunch of weapons, and they're like, oh, I've been told for years to express my feelings, and I'm feeling violent and angry, and I'm told that that's wrong, and I shouldn't be feeling that way. And that's toxic masculinity. So you get more and more of these guys, and it's been happening more and more throughout the years, where you get a lot of these guys coming out that will just explode with violent emotion. That's not them suppressing their emotion. That's not them holding it in and bottling up. They've been crying to their girl, telling her that, you know, oh, I want you, you're my only one, and all this stuff, right? And nobody listens. Nobody cares. I would go talk to my friends about my depression, and they'd always tell me to seek professional help. I go seek professional help, and they'd be like, oh, you should talk to people that care about you. So I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. Yeah. You see, so women get more support from their friends and their family, hands down, than guys do. You don't get support. Like you'll be lucky you got a male friend, male family member, and they'll actually, you know, not even be a shoulder to cry in, but they'll be an outlet for you to listen to. But, you know, that's all it really comes down to, is it's a little bit of venting. But if it gets too feely, which, you know, even beta men get weirded out by other men talking about their feelings, because they know it's a bad look. It looks weak. So you get a lot of women that will say, do this, that, and the other thing, and oh, you just need to seek help and get your emotions sorted out, get counseling. And the thing is, the mainstream tells you more of the same. If I go get professional help for my depression because my girl's not listening to me, they're going to tell me to do more of the same thing that's making her act like a bitch to me. So that it is what it is. And that I just wanted to go over that a little bit, get your guys' thoughts on that, because for me, I agree with Rollo Tomasi's talked about that. Like, you're saying these guys are repressing their emotions. No, they're actually doing what they're told. They're expressing them. And they're violent because they're men, and they haven't been taught how to deal with their violent nature correctly like a real man.
Well, what you talking about, you've been dealing with some doctors that shouldn't be doing what they're doing. You know, if they can't help you with your situation, and I mean, I understand the whole group sessions and stuff like that, having group sessions with people like-minded, and you have conversations and you help one another with your stories and all that stuff. But just to not even guide you in the right direction and stuff like this, that, and just say whatever, is basically, it sounds like you're saying that the doctor is pushing you off onto your friends and family and stuff like that. And not everyone has.
No. Let me do a little bit of clarification there.
Okay.
The thing that I noticed.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, we've been on here 45 minutes. Somebody better drop a MF super chat, bro. This ain't Clubhouse. 45 minutes, ain't nobody drop shit. This is not Clubhouse. You go to Clubhouse for that. Just Avatar. Listen, you try to drop some donations. You got 8 people on here, 2 women giving y'all fire game advice, relationships. We got married cats on here. Come on now. Don't do that to yourselves. Seriously. Or I know how to do. Let me call Blackjack. You ain't got no game, so we can start arguing. Then that's what we got to do, Viking. That's what we got to do. Fuck you. Now,
who ain't got no game?
We got to argue and shit. Then they'll be super chat. Oh, this is a good conversation. Now, I'm just saying, this is an excellent conversation to where I can just sit back. And I know if I'm enjoying it, I know they enjoying it. I'm just saying, y'all go ahead, have it.
Can I touch on what Viking Paradigm said though, in regards to, we don't have an outlet as men. Like, we don't go and talk to each other. We don't vent to one another because there's so many other things. First of all, let's say you do go vent to one of your brothers, and then you know you're gonna work it out with your lady, but they still got all this drama that you just dropped on them about her. And how are they supposed to look at her different now? You know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't have to sleep with her. They don't get the benefits of, the makeup and whatever. So they just stuck with this bad info that you gave. Even if you go to your mama, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna be biased because she's your mom. Yeah, she's gonna tell you from a woman's perspective, but she's still gonna hold the stuff that you bring to her about this person and drop in her lap. And then the fact that we're not emotional, so we don't really. I mean, we talk to our brothers, we talk, but we do it in a different kind of way than women do. We do it more in a joking kind of manner, and don't get too deep and emotional because we don't like emotions. We're logical people, and so I do understand. But for a doctor to tell you, and I do want you to clarify, brother, a doctor to tell you that you need to talk to someone close to you, that's kind of rough when, as men, we
Right.
don't really do that.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I'll get the clarification out of the way real quick here, so we don't have any more confusion about this.
Yeah.
The point that I was making is that the most common way for you to get counseling, right, is usually people that care about you. They're the ones that are actually going to take the time, right, to invest in you and actually sit there and listen to your problems because they actually give a shit. The issue that comes up is because all the mainstream information effectively treats men as defective women. I 100% agree with Rolo on this because I've seen it firsthand. I've seen my friends, their moms tried to, when he went through his goth phase, she tried to get it. She took him to 10 doctors before she finally got one that would put him on Ritalin and stuff like that because he was problematic. So I've had friends get drugged by their parents or attempted to be drugged by their parents just because they were acting like teenagers. And like I said, the issue is that once you go from the talking to your friends and finding out, they don't really care, you go and you talk to a therapist. Therapists will just let you, talk and let it out as an outlet. But they don't usually give you actionable advice. They do occasionally, but most of it is just to get you to think, externalize it, and then you can effectively solve your own problems because you're actually externalizing it and you're not just stewing on it.
Mhm.
The group therapy or group sessions helps a lot. That has a lot of that's why I was able to get my shit straight because I found this this community. And this is
Right.
effectively going into the body language mastery with MLD John and stuff like that, and beating Afi, and basically just not even like getting fixed, right? That was the real revelation for me, is that there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just a man, right? And I was just confused because I was being misled by bad information, right?
Yeah.
And it's everywhere. So that's the thing, is that even if you go and seek help as a man today, you will basically be given that same oh, well, it's all about the people. You look for support and make sure that you express your feelings and all this stuff, and they don't tell you what to do or how to fix any of the problems. They just, once again, remind you about the problem and tell you to do the fixes that weren't working in the first place. And that's what I'm saying. And that goes from even your closest friends all the way to the big wigs in the psychological community and stuff like that. So that's where you get that pushback, where you're just getting bounced around, and it's effectively the kicking the can down the road, right? They don't really want to deal with your problems now because it's a pain in the ass to deal with your problems. So they're just like, okay, well, could you take it over there and not be so much in the way? So
Well, that's why I
my
say that's
take.
not a good doctor. You know what I'm saying? And it does take time to go through different doctors to find the right one that's for you and stuff like that. That they are more about the patient than the money and stuff like that. Because they're going to put in time and do research if they have to find anything and everything to help you deal with your problem.
Hey, I got a question from Iceberg, and I want to answer this question because it's important. It's a question that people will have problems with, but they don't really want to say it aloud. So he wants to know how to handle your negative emotions like anger, frustration, anxiety. I know if you asking that, it's a real deal. Let me think. How do I shit? You know what? I'm gonna pass it because I don't know how to
I'll take that, Afi.
about myself.
There's no one.
Can I take that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead, New York.
Okay. For me, sorry about it. Hold on 1 second. For me, meditation actually helped with that. now I'm a person that before, like, let's say I get upset about little things and stuff like that. I'm not talking about like last year. It took a while. But meditation actually helped me with that. To calm myself. I'm a very nonchalant type of person as is already. Not that I don't care about things, but I don't let things really bother me. So meditation helps. I would say meditation helped me with that.
So,
Anybody else want to take that?
hey, Ice.
I'll take it also.
All right, go ahead. Ladies first.
So, basically, my family has a hereditary problem with anger, and so I have anger, depression, anxiety, and stuff like that. So for me, it was before I was put on medication. I was in Taekwondo, so that helped for a while. And exercising, like when you're angry and frustrated, and you have anxiety and stuff like that, your adrenaline is pumping. You have all this energy, so that's why exercising or doing something like sports or yoga is helpful to burn off that extra energy and help you relax and stuff like that. And meditation for the mind, and the meditation helps the mind and the body. So I would just say meditate, get active. Um, if you need more, then talk to a psychiatrist because you may need medicine. But try things before medicine, I would say.
Yeah.
Let's get back upbeat and shit before we start crying.
Well, I would like I'd like to tie that up with a little bow there, because I've done meditation, and this is one of the things. I have extreme energy levels. I was taught martial arts from a very young age. My dad was a black belt in Taekwondo, so I went through all that like when I was really little, and I got taught how to deal with my frustration and anger. I was taught meditation for forcing yourself to be calm, taking deep breaths. That class, it sounds stereotypical, but taking deep breaths does help because it forces oxygen into your system, which helps push out some of those negative emotions by feeding in more positive energy emotions. And this is literally a chemical thing. The other thing is what you said about exercise is 100%, particularly for men. Exercising, lifting weights, just even like the dumbbell weightlifting that I'm doing helps release more testosterone into your body. As a man, this is key for helping your emotions be balanced, because if your estrogen levels and your T levels are messed up, I mean, this is one of the problems that a lot of men face these days, is that they're more emotional even if they are masculine men. This is the issue that I ran into, is that I was overweight. Fat produces estrogen. All your fat buildup, every bit of fat that you have is an estrogen producing factory. So for men and women, this unbalances your hormone levels by being overweight. This is why overweight people are scientifically more emotional. So as a man, when you are doing physical activity, particularly, this causes a testosterone boost. This helps level you out. After just like 3 months of working out and changing what I eat, I noticed like almost an immediate change where I'm just like, holy, I just woke up one day and I'm like, I feel clear. Like, I feel like I can think. I'm not feeling super frustrated about stuff. Because that's when even if you don't have what you would call low T levels as a man, right, where your testosterone is low, if your estrogen levels are above your T levels, you have higher estrogen levels, this creates that scatterbrained betatization of the male mind. Because you have those heightened estrogen chemical levels in your body, it makes it like wading through mud to try to get your shit straight, because you're constantly fighting with those, perpetual, like, imagine when you're feeling in a heightened emotional state. For guys, women normally deal with that heightened emotional state because of how biology works. But guys typically don't deal with this until they start getting older and they're getting all these extra chemicals because they don't know what to eat and how to exercise properly. And this leads to a lot of this mental, where your brain is kind of doing this thing to you where you don't understand it, and because you're emotionally heightened, you're confused, over what the fuck to do. And then you go to the mainstream and there's all this bullshit information. Like for every bit of positive information out there, there's like 20,000 videos that will tell you some other retarded bullshit that will say, oh no, go, do this, do that, and it's like, no, that doesn't do anything. It's just more of the same, just rebranded, and they're selling it over there in their niche, right? So getting away from that, finding groups like this that will actually have an open conversation and will talk about it and be like, yeah, getting your mind right is the key. And the thing that I found was that getting my body right fixed my mind. That was the thing. That was the thing. I didn't realize how much mental health is tied to your physical being. Because once again, it makes sense if you think about it. Your brain is your computer, and it's part of your body. If your body's bad and all the chemicals going through your brain are bad or unbalanced, I should say, not bad, you will get bad results. You'll get weird results. You'll have weird emotions. You'll have mixed feelings. You won't know what to do. You'll feel confused. So getting your body right gets your mind right. So
Right.
Hey, real quick, I'm having a good time. Press a fire sign in the chat. Y'all having a good time. I got an idea because I'm looking at icebergs. It says I like hearing different perspective, and this is why I ask these questions. Now I'm thinking of myself. I like this vibe between us. Maybe we just need to just keep this be the Tuesday panel, and then we got room for like 2 guests or stuff because it flow easy. I know Unique. I met Unique probably 2 years. I know Viking for a year. I know Ronaldo for 3 years. I knew Too Savage about 2 years. I knew Blackjack over 10, 15, 20 years. I just met Beautiful, but she cool. And I knew Tisha for like at least a year. So it's kind of like a family like vibe and shit. That's the one thing that I want to, and shout out to everybody in here too.
Coach, if you don't stop saying my government, stop saying my government.
The only person called it was you, dog.
Right. See, I can think about like, no, because no, for real, because it's like, man, like when you, because I remember before my channel got shut down, I would go live like twice, and I was doing a lot of Patreon stuff. But now it's like going live every day. It's like we really can bind up because we're talking all the fucking time and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I talk to Viking, I talk to Unique, I talk to y'all more than women in the rotation. Like, it's really.
Afi, can I say something to Iceberg S, please?
Yeah, hey, I want to go after Unique says his piece too.
Okay, yeah, y'all go ahead and shout out to King Dre. I seen you in here. Where'd you go?
Go ahead, mate.
King Dre, salute.
Salute. Why don't you come up, King Dre? Oh, somebody just beat. Oh, John W. I seen you came in and said your mic wasn't connected, bro. You gotta connect. Oh, there you go. John W. in there. See, you got room.
Yo, what's going on, chat family?
What's
Hey,
up?
J-Dub.
Good morning.
Hey, Dub in the house. I'm happy to see you. Go ahead and talk, bro. Since you came on late, and I want to hear what you got to say. You've been listening to the whole thing.
Well, I had missed most of the conversation because I was in the middle of answering the email. I'm busy at the middle of work at this time. And then I was also trying to access the StreamYard. So if you can kind of give me a small recap,
Golden
I'll go
Child.
ahead and
You want to tap them in? Go shout out to JB, Golden Child, Johnny Royal. Because actually, we kind of got off the subject anyway. Man, just say how you feel. Let's go. Just say whatever you want.
Wait, are we still on the topic of the game?
Well, actually, let me get your opinion on this. Actually, so I changed my mind. So yeah, what do you feel about like the game had this Twitter statement? Basically, the narrative was when you're in a relationship, your woman doesn't have to. She's not required to do anything. It's like it's the man's job to provide. She ain't got to cook. She ain't got to pay for stuff because I'm a man. So man take care of the woman. And I say when you do that, watch what happens. What you think?
Well, I mean, in my opinion, because this is something I struggle with, is it kind of sets up the wrong expectation with like relationship equity. And that's something that I had to kind of learn growing up and stuff too, is that with me kind of being a naturally given person and being empathetic and stuff, I would always kind of give the dose before and never really expect anything in return. But, you know, when you're constantly giving and you're building somebody up and you're trying to, pour into them and then they're not doing the same for you, then you kind of feel a certain resentment towards them. Not because, because you're investing your time and you want to kind of get a return on investment. So instead, I mean, the best way to kind of go about it is, it's kind of, has to be an even exchange. So you're kind of exchanging value for value. What the game is doing is kind of, he's using the old precedents and still applying it to modern dating, which I don't think really works. And it kind of sets you up for failure in a lot of cases. So that's kind of like my thoughts about it.
See, that was some good game. Now, and I want to shout out to the ladies, Tisha and Beautiful, because guess what? See, now the casual woman will listen to red pill content and be like, they're full of shit. These guys are, I can't say the word good. Chauvinists. I can't say the word good, but you know what I'm saying. Chauvinists and all of this stuff. But the question that I have for the ladies is, okay, if this stuff isn't real and it's bullshit and it's all about men empowerment and really, how come everybody who comes on this panel can agree that they've done these things and it hasn't worked for any of us? And the chat too. How come? Because it's not just like, so we can't just say, Aki, that's because you deal with this kind of women, or Blackjack, that's because you deal with this kind of women. Those just the women unique. Those just the ones you deal with. Well, how come we all deal with different types of women, but we all go through the same shit? Why is that, ladies? I want to hear that.
They have to understand its levels to it. You don't do it with just everyone. If you meet that kind of traditional woman. Let's say, I don't know about the modern day women and stuff, but you still have people who have traditional values, who still stand on, integrity and so forth. I can speak for myself. So it'll work with a type of woman that has those qualities still. But the modern woman that's looking for the fast dating, the chasing the bag, the chasing the dude's bag, you got to make $100,000 a year and so forth type of female. You can't do that with them because they already have their agenda set.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Yeah, I didn't catch all of that from earlier when you was talking about the game about like doing every single thing.
Let me tell you. Let me say it again. In this space, women think that this is a space full of guys who think they're better than women and all of this, but we've all been through a situation where we've done the things that women say we should do, and it don't never. How come it ain't never worked for none of us? How can that be a coincidence? I want to know from a woman, and then after you go, and then we can chop it up. Let's hear it, because it ain't just the types or just the. How come we can all relate to it then if it ain't real?
Well, it's not that it's not real. It's just that it's so many of them. I guess it's not many women who appreciate that. There's so many women who like being treated wrong. It's so weird. It's they want the bad boy or whatever, but the asshole bad boy, not the bad boy that's going to take care of them and stuff like that. I don't get the attraction. So I couldn't tell you.
So what y'all got to say? That didn't I didn't get nothing from them answers.
From neither one. Dang.
That's harsh, right? Beautifully animated. Right? That's harsh. He's harsh.
Like, we keeping it real and stuff. Like, but I'm. Remember when I said I'm unique and individual? You're not gonna find a duplicate and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Because
an individual.
I don't move like most females.
Mm-hmm.
Who got something to say? I want somebody to say something before me.
Well, here's the thing. You talked about you didn't get the being drawn to the bad boys part, right?
No.
Speak on that, dog. Speak on that.
Attracted.
I said bad boys who treat them like trash.
Well, see that, and that's kind of a subjective thing, because some of the stuff that Afi does and I do and whatnot, and other guys here do, most women nowadays, especially nowadays, would consider that to be an asshole thing. Literally, you having standards is considered you being an asshole. Like, oh, I don't want to date single moms, or I don't want to date overweight women, obese women. Like that's considered you being toxic, right? You know, they've even said the American Psychological Foundation or something like that even came out recently and said that masculinity, not toxic masculinity is bad. It's a mental disorder now.
Oh, goodness.
So when I say that it's going mainstream, where they're telling guys, oh, just do all this stuff, it'll 100% work, we swear. That's what I'm talking about. It's literally gone all the way to the top in the psychological field, where they're telling guys this, where it's like, you know, you just need to keep doing this. So going back to, you know, what I was touched on before, there's a difference. Most women, even women that are on the panel right now, even though you understand the concept of the difference between attraction and arousal, because you talked about attraction, but the thing that brings women back to the asshole is the arousal. That's the thing that always brings them back. Because if you can create that arousal, it doesn't matter what kind of fucked up piece of shit you are. The girl will come back. My dad was an alcoholic. I watched my mom stay with him for 27 years. And my dad was an alpha male, natural alpha. He instilled a lot of what he had, his badassness, in me. He made me a hunter, a fisherman, an outdoorsman. By the time I was 5, I could hunt and kill a white-tailed deer. No joke. You know, like when I live up to the name, Eagle Viking.
He came on here and spanking you. He's spanking you.
Bambi's mama.
Y'all don't have nothing for
But here's the thing.
Spanking the both of y'all. Y'all don't have nothing for OCO. Have you ever heard about the husband house study? No, because Charles out here spanking these ladies. I ain't got to do nothing.
Viking, you know what you said is absolutely true, because I was in Egypt. Yeah, this was years ago, and there was this woman that I went with my sister and my brother-in-law, and there was this woman. She was from Belgium. I mean, you know, good-looking woman, a bit nuts, but good-looking. Anyway, she met this guy on holiday there, and I think he probably did smash her. I'm not sure whether he did or not. I think he did. But you know, this guy smoked weed. He was hanging out with his friends. He was doing whatever the hell he wanted. And guess what she was doing? I think she was supposed to meet up with him, that kind of thing, and he didn't turn up. And she was in the reception area just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And she was getting so upset and pissed off. And I was just looking at her thinking, damn, really? You know, so I think you know, with Bad Boys, I think what it is probably the allure of being unpredictable, you know, not caring, you know, that kind of thing, doing what he wants to do, and fortunately or unfortunately, depends how you look at it. Mm-hmm. Many women find that intriguing. So yeah, I agree with you, Viking.
Look, he came over here and spanked y'all. Y'all ain't got nothing for him. What y'all got to say about what he said? He came on here and spanked y'all. What y'all got to say?
I ain't been spanked. What you talking about?
I definitely wasn't spanked, but
I'll just share some insight here. You know, once again, like I said, I've seen this even in my own girl. She red pilled herself when I got into this space, right? So she was getting. I didn't. Well, once again, I was told, you know, don't red pill your girl. You know, but if she red pills herself, that's okay. And I just kind of let her. You know, she was interested in what I was doing, as always. So she got into what I was doing. Even she will sit there and she'll like laugh about other people on panels and stuff like that when they say stuff that doesn't match up with what she knows is true. But then she'll go and do the same behavior herself, and there's a disconnect once again because, as you know, Afi's pointed out, it's that solipsistic mentality where because you know women had to evolve to survive, right, independently of their man. Because if he does, once again, like if a guy is predictable, he's a sitting duck. If a living creature is predictable in the wild, predators and other creatures will kill them. Competition, even other humans, will kill you if you're predictable. So women don't like predictable men because when you become predictable and there is no more mystery, it means that you're a sitting duck.
Yep, absolutely.
Like, in that comic, I have slept with more wives than single women. What the hell does that mean? What is that saying? You a true player. I think you a true player 2020. You need to put an avatar up because I don't sleep
bragging about being a side dude.
With more single girls than married girls. So if you sleep with more married girls than single girls, Yeah, you must be a game type player, bro. I ain't
He
never
need to keep. He need to keep the name and keep the avatar, man, for their husbands start looking for him.
I mean, he got to go
Shit.
incognito just to make sure he has his identity. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, call that Revenge of the Simps.
Yeah, they will do that too. I mean, just look up Fresh and Fit. Myron has a video up where he got jumped by simps outside a bar. And I've heard that story behind the scenes before.
Hey,
Oh my
what was
God.
that video about? Because I remember that video, but I for some reason I never watched it. What was the story on that?
Something to the effect that he was in a bar and he approached this girl and there were some other guys and it didn't go Myron's way. He took a loss, but he tried to leave and the guys there was like I think 3 guys that saw this go down and they followed him out and jumped him outside. tried to beat him down and stuff like that. And obviously Myron knows what he's doing, so he defended himself and all that shit, right, and got out of it injury free. But yeah, it's just it's like they will do that. Like those beta males, they will group up. They won't do it if it's just 1 or 2 of them, but if you get 3 or more of them in a group, they 100% will try to take you down if they think they can. That's a normal behavior.
Hold on real quick.
They'll try to pack you out.
Hold on. The beach is better OG with it. Hey, if you in my chat naked, then you need to come over every day. Come over to this chat. Just pass through. I don't want you to pass through no more. I want you to pass through every single day. So I can see a naked body, but then before I see the kiss, I can give you my energy. That's why I be so tired every single day, because I need to see naked chicks in my chat before I start work. That's what you gotta do. You coming on here naked, you gotta show up every day now. You can't just show up here naked one time and then just say you stopping through. No, you pass through every day. You bring your naked self every single time.
I think the Beamers bring everybody out at Offie, to be honest with you. That's what it is.
Offie, nobody goes on here and says the truth without showing their face. Facts. Also says girls go pre-selection and why in that order to get your girls to go. Facts. Oh, matter of fact, this is what I wanted to say. For the next Tuesday for the open panel. Let's do kind of like how I do on Free Game Fridays and just answer the questions of the people. And I think that'll give some real, so we can just, how we set up right here and just do open, and we can just get a lot of, so it'll just create something really cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Afi, she responded. She said, "I'm not naked. I'm wearing a custom-made bodysuit by Pimp C Wife. But thanks, LOL."
You naked to me, what I see.
She gonna have to cam. Yeah, she gonna have to cam up with all that.
You gotta come up here. Why don't you?
She gotta cam up.
Don't pass through. Cam up, baby.
Yeah, we gotta make sure
Cam
that
up
ain't
if
no
you real.
Ranch. You come here tomorrow too. I want to see you. I want to see who this naked lady is. You gotta wear a different color. You gotta wear like it's too close to your flesh. Look naked to me. What y'all got to say? Well, cam up right now. They're going to. Let's do it. Come on, baby. Let's go. Cam up right now.
Come aboard.
Cam up. You ain't got to cam up right now, but just join us. I want to see who this is. I never even seen you before. You talking all of this? Yeah, anybody can have it. We got about 5 minutes, so we just open. Where'd my phone go?
So earlier when you was talking about the game, paying for everything and taking care of the house, like washing and cleaning, and yeah, that would be boring. Like to do, like what am I there for?
I agree that I agree because it's beautiful when a woman does things for you, and if she doesn't, like you said, what are you there for? So no, I agree 100%.
Like everyone likes to feel needed, wanted, and needed. So
Yeah.
if I'm not feeling needed, what am I there for?
Exactly.
You know what? This person right here, I see you got a wrench. You must have had a different name and a different avatar before, because you done been here before. I just don't know this name. You just see, this is what happens when women get single. The beach is better. OG with it. That means you just broke You just broke up with your boyfriend. Now you back on the scene and stuff. Now you showing it all to everybody. You back on the scene. I know what it is. You changed your name. You changed your avatar. Like I'm ready for the world. Who is it? Somebody knocked at my door. Who is it? Uh-oh. She came up. What's up, baby? What's up?
Hey. I was like, how y'all just gonna call me out in the middle of the I just slide through.
Yeah, I remember her face.
I came up all the time. Hey, you look familiar too. That's why I was like, that was on my community.
On the StreamYard, I get a different view of on the YouTube. So okay, once I seen you had a ranch, like, oh, okay, she been here before. Your name wasn't always that, I don't think, was it?
No, it's been Beach for forever. You probably just
what was the picture?
I don't know.
You had a picture of you and your king first and you took him off?
No. I've had that avatar since I got I've had that same avatar since I got the bodysuit. I'm not changing it. It looks like that because of the lighting. It's really pink and green, but for some reason the lighting, I'm gonna retake it because I still have that suit. I only wore it once for that picture in a promo.
Let me tell you a secret. You ain't gotta explain yourself. I'm just a troll. That's all. You ain't gotta I know you ain't naked. That's just my shit talk. I know you ain't naked.
You're not the only one that said it blends with my flash. I guess if I was dark, I wouldn't have said that. Somebody's gonna think I'm colored. So I got better lighting now. So I think I'm gonna retake the exact same photo in the exact same bodysuit. Pull my hair, like redo the photo because I've only worn this once. I still have it. It's in perfect condition because it's actually pink and green, and I don't like how it turned out. It looks pink and the writing looks white, and you can't even. It says actually it says no fuck boys, but
you got a channel?
No one can. Go ahead.
You got a channel?
Yeah,
do you have a channel? Content?
So I'm on camera. Yeah, I could just be making stuff up when I go along. I got my own content. If you mean, I to me it's content. It's pretty funny. I mean,
Instagram too. What the hell you be doing?
Oh, she has Instagram, most definitely.
Who said that?
I'm about to subscribe your channel. Let me see.
Fuck gosh, man.
She be doing gold digging. She do gold digging tutorials. I already know she do. She do gold dig. You do gold digging tutorials on YouTube. That's what you be doing on there.
Absolutely not. I don't like. No, I think you should get it on your own.
I just told her I was trolling. You gonna answer my question?
Well, I don't. Well, because Mahogany is the one who told me to subscribe. I know Mahogany would not tell me to subscribe to a troll. So I know you just pulling my
No, I just talk a lot.
I know you just pulling my ego. I don't believe I'm not buying the ad. I see through it. I wouldn't subscribe. So, yeah. I'm gonna. You know what? You have me
breaking up. I can't hear you no more. But look, I can't hear you. You went underwater. You went underwater. You gotta. Yeah, you did something. But let's say our last words. We're gonna start with Viking. Go ahead, bro.
I'll just follow up real quick. I did get with a girl that was she was 21 when we met at a kegger, and I ended up being the other guy. She was looking for a guy with my qualities, and she basically locked me down when I was 25 and she was 21. 10 years later, in lots of blue pill hell, I ended up finding John's community, and because of my training that my dad gave me in psychology and body language and all that, I knew MLG John knew exactly what he was talking about because I already knew all these concepts from both my mom and my dad about body language and what people mostly call choosing signals now. So I agree with you on that. Like, a lot of guys need to get their stuff right. Everybody can agree on that. The thing is that we just need to understand that the reason why most guys' shit is wrong right now is because they're not getting good information on how to be men, how to deal with your unique situation. It's all tailored for women, and all the support systems are tailored for women. Unfortunately, there's not enough for men, and that's why this community exists, is just literally out of necessity. So that's my piece. Thank you.
Beach is better. I just subscribed to your channel. I'm going to follow you on the gram too. Blackjack.
I just want to reiterate what we went over. So breathing when you cannot work out is very important. He's exactly right, Viking, when he said that it opens up everything and it allows you to logically think. That is your go-to when you can't do anything else. When working out's not an option, when meditation is not an option. I believe that that was one of the most important things that we touched on, along with the fact that we don't have anybody to talk to as men. So what we got to start doing is being the voice, being the our brother's confidant, and not holding judgment, and being able to go to our brother and do that. And once we can do that, I think that life will change because society is against us as men. It's against men, period. You can look at it and see we aren't winning right now, but we fight. We're the fighters. So there's no way we're gonna lose. And I mean, I guess that's it.
All right, True Savage.
Yeah. Man, this was an excellent panel. I appreciate everybody on here. I appreciate being on here as well. Salute to the chat. Also, on those topics, I think everyone went in as far as the topic on the game. I mean, that's chicks want to do stuff for you. Let them do their thing, man, and appreciate that, and vice versa. Reciprocate that to them, and then also on the mental health thing. I would say guys and women, you should have you should be working on your game. You should definitely be working on aspects of yourself that's going to help you, launch yourself to the next better version of yourself. Other than that, get a hobby. You know, always be alert of your mental healthness. If you need to seek out professional help, but also panels like this, groups like this are definitely a route to air some things out that's on your mind, and then also bounce off the ideas. But that's all I gotta say. That, and I'll pass it to the next person.
All right, Unique.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for having me on the panel. And just to feed off what everyone said, what True Savage said about let a woman do what she wants to do for you. So I definitely agree with that, because if she's not doing things for you, then, or even vice versa, if a man's not doing anything for a woman, then that's the wrong person. And also, just to feed off about the anger, frustration, and anxiety that Iceberg S asked before. Yeah, just to feed off what the panel said as well. Reach out to people, to Afi or to anyone who resonates with you. And also just look at the situation. Why are you angry? Why are you frustrated? And why do you have anxiety? Is it something from your past that's made you that way? Is it something in the present that is making you that way? Or have you done something that will eventually lead to you being angry, to you being frustrated, to you being anxious? So just try and meet that head on and try and deal with it if you can. If you're going into deep waters, just come back to the shallow, look at the waves, and say to yourself, okay, this path here is not going to be for me, because I know I'm going to drown here. Let me go this way instead. And also, I just want to thank everybody on the panel, the chat room, and Afi being a great host. And like and subscribe to Afi. Join his Patreon, buy his books on Amazon, follow him on Instagram, and also anyone else on the panel, follow them as well. And just one more thing. There are complaints about there are not many beautiful black women. You got 3 on the panel that are beautiful black women. So I just want to say that. So salute to all of you.
Facts.
Thank you.
Oh, well, you want to go first, teacher? Go.
Oh no, I said thank you to Unique for saying that. Thank you, Afi, for having me on as always, and thank you to the panel. This was actually a great panel with a lot of information. So whoever came in late, please catch it on playback, because mental health and things like that is very important. You should come first before your relationship. You should handle your issues first before your relationship. Don't be afraid to tap into your childhood issues if you have any still lingering. Do not be ashamed of that. So I would just like to say that, as far as that, before that, you come before game, and not the game the rapper I'm talking about. I'm talking about the game that we're talking about here. Okay. So thank you again, everyone, for having me on.
All right, beautiful.
Just as far as let's see, the anger, the anxiety and stuff like that. It's really good to seek out a therapist, regardless of if you have people around you that you can talk to, because sometimes therapists can awaken or put light on a situation you might have blocked, but just because it's blocked from your memory doesn't mean it doesn't have an effect on your life. And once that's revealed and stuff, and you work on that, you can work on getting rid of anxiety or lessening it. So it's always good. Just my thing is just therapy.
All right. Follow me on Instagram at King Genius Afi. Cop all the books. Need a consultation? Hit me at one-on-one, Mr. King Fee. Mr. King Fee 101 at gmail.com if you want a consultation. And if you have questions or concerns, you want me to make you a video, hit me up on IG. Other than that, peace. See y'all later.
Hey, thanks, Alfie, bro.
All right, peace.
Thank
Peace.
you.